Welcome to the 7th episode of Cartesi's Tiny Podcast, a pocket-sized podcast that's here to try and explore the road to mass adoption. We will be talking with Web3 adventurers and blockchain wizards in bite-sized 15-minute episodes. Today, I am talking with Ayodeji. He is the founder of Web3bridge, a Nigerian blockchain community that aims to onboard local developers and enthusiasts into the ecosystem. We're kicking off 2024 together by hosting a 4-week tech bootcamp with them in Lagos, Nigeria. So let's get a look into the Nigerian blockchain landscape and look ahead at what we can expect from this collaboration. Ayodeji, welcome to our tiny podcast. Can you give us a quick introduction of yourself, please?
Hi, thank you very much. My name is Ayodeji. I'm the founder of Web3bridge. Web3bridge is a developer training program in Nigeria that trains African blockchain developers. And as personal background, I am a graduate of home economics, hospitality management and education. Been in the blockchain space since 2017. I think so I've worked with quite a number of protocols like 1, 2, 3, 4. Then started as a community manager, managed Twitter, Telegram, Discord. Then at some point decided to do so issues of life and issues in the ecosystem made me do functional QA, moved to a little bit of product management, then back and forth, community. So it's been community product, user behavior and all. Then I decided to found Web3bridge 2019 as a call for the Ethereum 1 million development program. Like Joseph Lubin mentioned 1 million dev after DEFCON 5. And I made a tweet and figured people were actually waiting to see this happen. So we got at it and yeah, we're here.
You've been in Web3 for 5 years then, if I'm counting right. Yeah. What made you get into Web3 in the first place?
So I think almost everyone came chasing airdrop. And so came for airdrop and at some point, I figured that I couldn't continue to do airdrop because I was getting to understand the space. And I figured, okay, so what do I have as a personal skill that I can transfer into the ecosystem? And that was community management. And so I'm a good customer support person, naturally without any education to support that. But so I figured, why not do this? And so I started as an airdrop person, then decided to add more value and earn more actually. So.
Nice. And you're still around, so I'm assuming you liked it.
Yeah, it's a good one. At least I'm not just a consumer anymore. I'm also a very, very high level contributor to the ecosystem. I bring in devs, train community guys that come into the space, ensure things go well. And I think I have a tiny voice now when it comes to the ecosystem in Nigeria and in Africa. So that's a good one for me at least.
You got kind of tired of chasing airdrops. You wanted to add more value to the ecosystem. How did you do that?
So while I was chasing airdrop, I was trying to understand the tech that is actually behind the whole crypto stuff. I always believe in high level stuff, not just doing a mediocre stuff where you're just stay on the stuff. I believe that if there's an airdrop, if you're getting airdrop by some persons, those persons must know so much that warrant them giving us airdrops. So I was interested in understanding what they know. Then as I was understanding what they know, I was understanding that there was a point of education that is missing in the ecosystem because the more we go forward, the more we discover that a lot of people are confused. The more we keep shouting adoption, a lot of people get confused by the day. So I had a background in education and I figured I could actually contribute to this space. So I learned about it and started organizing meetups early days 2018. I was organizing meetups and I was trying to make my voice heard the little I can. So the more I keep going, the more it makes sense because 2018, 2019, I was managing among 3-4 communities and I got to a point where I entered the community and people oh, Ebonyo is here. Ebonyo is not a bot, but then it makes sense that everyone now knows that, this guy manages community. So, and just to pitch that up, just move out from just managing community and what else can I do? I can't learn coding. I'm not a developer, and I don't feel like learning coding. So what else? So I decided contribute more.
So you've been working really hard to grow community meetups, to get more people involved. How has that journey been?
Yeah, Nigerian community is actually getting more involved now. From different angles, some are still busy chasing. So we have DJs who are busy chasing the next pump. We have a number of guys that are just majorly on the P2P side, the money side. Heavy on those guys. We have those guys. We have people who are busy thinking around what products we should build to onboard the next users. Then we have people who are all out to say, okay, we want how do I call those other guys? We have people who are thinking around policy adoption and all. And so I think we have different players now in the ecosystem. Everyone's just trying to do their thing. Those that are chasing money at the highest they can chase. Those that are looking at adoption at the highest they can chase. So there's been different variants to adoption, but then the numbers are increasing. And it's making sense.
What I'm trying to do with this podcast is trying to research the road to mass adoption. Tell me, how do you think Nigeria as a country could benefit from blockchain adoption?
So I think one of the areas that have been well overused, I won't say overused because we have not fully used it, is on the wallet side of things, where we wallet infrastructure everyone is building. Because one of the problems we have is around for FX, foreign exchange in the country, remittances and all. That's one of the most crazy part. But we had a meetup for builders in Nigeria yesterday, those in Lagos, almost 300 of us. So about 100 of us came together on Sunday, and we're discussing around, we didn't just want to do fintech. We should branch out into healthcare, do reward assets, all of this stuff. And these are the things that we're excited to work on as an ecosystem in 2024, because a lot of people are doing fintech and all. We need to do more than just fintech. Although the fintechs make our life easier, considering the fact that everyone wants to use the wallet and all, but then I think account abstraction is making life also easy, because people don't have to actually necessarily use wallets to connect and all and do stuff. But I'm excited to see what people build. There's already a meetup, already a group that was created this morning around, they call it Build for Africa, and the goal is list all the problems around different ecosystems, different use case, from health to construction to all. Then there's general twice bi-weekly call, 2 times bi-weekly call to identify this problem, discuss them in details, and see who is interested in picking this up and building them. That's one of the things the ecosystem is working on for 2024.
You told me earlier that the first time you heard about Cartesi was about 8 months ago.
Yeah, that will be it, yes.
And now we're about to host a 4-week bootcamp together this January. How did you learn about Cartesi?
So I'm always very curious about the ecosystem. I want to be sure. So I'm on the EVM side of things. I am pro. I'm not a Maxi, but I'm pro Ethereum. So I want to understand the layer 2s that are playing in the ecosystem. I want to know what they do, who they are, how. So if my goal is to train developers in the EVM ecosystem, I want to know which chain is doing something that is different from what others are doing, who is a rollup, which one are rollups, which one are ZK, who how many of them, what are they doing? Then how best do we introduce these chains, these protocols to the devs we are training? Because I believe that the more developers we have in the ecosystem, the more our lives can get better. The more protocols we get to work with. So I don't believe that one protocol get to win it all. So it was in the spirit of doing research that I get to see Cartesi, and I was okay, what's Cartesi all about? Let's even see. That's I get to meet and learn about Cartesi.
So you're saying you want to get as many developers involved with as many protocols as possible, learn from each other. Well, that's exactly what we're gonna do. Tell me how your developers think about this bootcamp. Are they excited? What are they expecting?
Yeah, so one of the things that they're excited about it because one of the things that our developers have done well over the last 4 years is that they're always excited to learn. Now, everyone coming to the core thinking, okay, I want to do Solidity at first, but then while they're done with Solidity, they're thinking, okay, what's next? A number of them have branched out to security. We've had guys branched out to do ZK. We've had guys branched out to do protocol like GET, Rust it, and all. So like the goal for many of them is okay, what are we learning next to add value? So I'm sure everyone, so from conversation we've had, even from registration, it shows that they are like actually very optimistic about learning Cartesi. They want to see what they can contribute, how they can also like work with the protocol. Like, so the fun part is that some of the guys that actually apply for the course doesn't stay in Lagos, for example. A number of them stay as far as like 18 hours away from Lagos. I know a number of them are already looking at Cartesi already, like see how best they can contribute. Then I think the building part is one part that I'm interested in. Like, so for the last 1 or 2 years now, our alumni have been like at the fore of all the hackathons that happen in Lagos, in Nigeria, and even Africa. I think one of them got into the Eat India Hacker House. And so they're just excited to like build stuff. So having the way the Cartesi class is structured to be class and practicals and building and stuff, they're excited to like see what they can build and see how they can push that forward.
That's so nice, man, that you guys are coming from all over the country to Lagos to build with us, basically. But yeah, it's really cool that we get to kick off the year together at least and see what's gonna come out of that.
Yeah, I do believe the best will come out of it because like it's early to bed, early to wake, right? As we are early into the year, and at least I believe that after the 4 weeks, we are going to consider. Let's see. I'm interested in seeing how the rest of the year is going to be because I believe there are a lot of opportunities we're working on. We're working around hacker houses and all, which I think is going to make sense for the long term.
Right. What do you hope that's going to be built during our bootcamp next month?
It's too early to speculate. I know a lot of. It's too early. I know a lot of guys are going to build stuffs. I might not be able to like say what at this point. So I know that with the approach of making sure that people in the bootcamp are in person, and we have the boards. All of us can brainstorm and all. There's no limit to what can be built.
That's a good way to look at it, man. No limits.
Yeah, no limits.
I would like to thank you for your time and your answers, and we'll see each other in a few weeks.
Yeah, sure. Looking forward to having you guys in Lagos.
All right. Thanks, man. Have a good night.
Yeah, you too.
See you later.
Bye.
Thanks for listening, and please join me again next week for the last episode of this year.